So our floor plan is almost complete, and now we just need to add dimensions and plot the drawing in the layouts. So let's begin. To add dimensions, let's go over to annotations and click on this drop down, and then come over here and select dimension style. And now we are going to create a new dimension style. So let's select standard and then create new, and let's call this new style dimension and press continue. Now let's go over to the symbols and arrows, and let's turn this to an architectural tick. Everything else looks good. Let's go over to text, make sure this is centered, click on fit. This is also fine. Here let's select this to architectural. Actually, let's keep it at decimal. Let's keep precision 0. And press OK. Select this and say set current and close. Now we are ready to dimension our drawing. So we can come over here in annotation and select linear, or you can click on the drop down below it and you'll find more options, but for now we are just going to need linear dimensions, so select on linear. And now if you come here, actually before that we're going to change our layers from text to dimensions. And also the hatch of our walls is a little too bright and we won't be able to pick the point accurately, so let's go over to the hatch and click on the light bulb next to it, and if you click on it, it's going to turn the layer off. Now it's easier for us to select our points. So now it's just a matter of clicking on the points like this and then dragging them out like that. Now we are not exactly happy with this because this text is a really small size, so we are going to go over to dimensions and go to the dimension style again, and we are going to modify this, and let's go to fit and turn this one to 1000. Let's just try that and say OK and close. Now you can see the dimension is much more legible. And let's go around and dimension the other rooms. Click on it here, select. You can activate auto mode on, so you can press F8 or you can go down here and select it on the status bar. Click any 2 points like that. You can do these multiple times. Click a point here, here, and drag it like that, like that. And you can even take a reference from a neighboring dimension, so just click there and your dimension will align itself. Do the same here. Yeah, so this is how you can dimension your drawing. Now let's add a final note to this drawing. So to add that, let's come over here to text and click on the drop down and select multi-line text and draw the extents of our text box next to your drawing. So let's click there and let's just write note exterior wall 20 mm interior wall 150 mm. Press anywhere outside, and if you notice the text is also extremely small, so let's zoom in, select it, select all the text and come over here to the text height, and let's give it a height of 250. Say OK. Okay, so let's select this and type properties. It'll help us access the properties toolbar, and now we can go over to text height and enter it here. There you go. Now you can just close this properties panel if you don't need it. Now I noticed this text is in the dimension layer, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to select the text. I'm going to go over here to layers. I'm going to select the text layer. Press escape. And now I think we are ready to plot our drawing. So let's go over to layouts, and I'm just going to delete this. And first we are going to set the paper size for our drawing. So we are going to right click on layout 1 and go over to page setup manager, and I'm going to click on modify, and now I'm going to name our printer, which is going to be DWG to PDF. Okay, now we're going to select the paper size, and you can select any size, but I'm going to select A3 for now, and then I'm going to check display plot styles, and I'm going to keep it in landscape, and I'll just say OK, and I'll close. And now I want a viewport, so for that I'm going to go to layout, and I'm going to select a rectangle, and I'm going to make sure I draw the rectangle within this dotted line, because that is the line that will show that your drawing can be plotted only inside that line. So I'm just going to draw a rectangle like this. There you go. And AutoCAD will automatically load your drawing into that box. And if they don't, then you can just double click inside it and sort of pan and center it over there. And now I noticed our hatch is invisible, so I'm going to go to home, and I'm going to click on that light bulb again to make our hatch visible. And now I think we are ready to plot the drawing. So one way to plot the drawing is to come over here to the access bar and select plot. And yeah, so your default plot should be ready here. Let's just click on the preview and see. Okay, our text is coming a little bit outside, so let's correct that. Press escape, and let's cancel this. And let's just move the boundaries of our rectangle a bit so that the text is visible. Now let's select the boundary again and enter or move it inside the printable area. Done. So let's try the same thing again by going into access bar and clicking plot. And now let's preview. Okay, that's better. Now all of it is visible. So let's press escape and say OK. It's going to ask us to save our drawing. So we can save it over here in desktop. Press save. And now you can see, let's just zoom out. It has printed our drawing. Now our drawing, because we have used a lot of light colors, some objects are a bit difficult to see. So we can change that by turning this entire drawing into a black and white drawing. So let's minimize this And now let's go to plot it. And now over here in plot styles, we can just select monochrome and say OK. And let's rename it something else and press save. And there you have it. Our drawing is plotted in black and white. Now let's just go to the model space and now let's save this drawing. So I hope you have found this video series on making an architectural floor plan very helpful to you. And if you have any comments or feedback, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. And I would be happy to answer as many as I can. And thank you for watching and have a great day.